You're welcome back to Empathy Organics YouTube channel. Today we have a very good content for you guys. Today a lady tells a story on how she uses the manufacturing of honey to empower women down here in Rwanda. Please sit back, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. Enjoy the content.
Okay, thank you for coming, and thanks really a lot for everyone who is trying to advertise. This is what we need as Africans. So thank you. My name is Jane Sheila Wibona. I'm actually trained as a lawyer, but expert in community-based conflicts management. So when I began this business, it was not just a business orientation. I began this after realizing the needs of a most vulnerable woman in our community. So I had a gallery, an art gallery, because I'm an artist as well, that was training the women in general, young mothers, women with disabilities, and those with HIV/AIDS, infected with HIV/AIDS. And while we're during our training and our skills development training, I noticed that the women were suffering inside and they were not talking. So I had to discuss with them, because this is what I do. I discuss a lot with women just to give them that confidence and let them say what they think, what they feel. And they told me all the issues that they were meeting as the most vulnerable people, them and their children, because we had some who were disabilities were women, others were kids. So they told me that we have this insurance, the public insurance issue, which we cannot afford, because if a mother has like 10 children or 7 or 5 and already does not have the means of food or eating, you cannot ask that person to pay 3,000 Rwandan francs of each child. That will be, if it's a family of 7, that will be 21,000 Rwandan francs, which is a lot. So I started thinking now, how can I help these women? Because I didn't have a job, I just had a consultancy, some consultancy in international organizations, and I will help assist them through my little means that I will get maybe once a year or twice a year, twice a year as a salary, but it's not a permanent job. So I just say, let me invest in them to get to know how they can get independence and try to do something on their own. Something that is not expensive, but something that can help them survive, yeah, and make them improve, in life. So that is how I started with the skills development training, teach them how to make the bags with beads and other stuff. And the young boys will make the paintings. Some of them are there. And then I thought about something, opening now an enterprise to help these people. So I started with the social enterprise named Women Farmers, because at that time I had to work with the farmers to supply veg and fruits, which was very difficult for me. It was not a sustainable business because I didn't have big means, like a big capital, to really handle the management, because this is something very delicate if you are buying, you need to deliver this immediately. So I thought of it, and I said, since these things are not really working well, let me think well something that is sustainable, which will help in the meantime my women, my most vulnerable women, and the income that generate income that will help, for this all these needs for health insurance, or feeding them sometimes. So I thought of honey, and I'm a lover of honey. So while I was in the kitchen, I thought about this mixture of spices and honey. What about this? Because the honey is sold everywhere in the world, but I need to make a change. I won't sell the honey because the honey is sold everywhere, supermarkets, wherever you go, you get them. So I I thought about it as a cook, because I'm a passionate cook as well, and I use a lot of spices in my kitchen. I thought about it, and I just started with the ginger honey. You will test it. The boy who had a throat problem, and I say, I'm tired of the antibiotics, so I need to make something organic, and which is why I started with the ginger. And once I tried it, my kid was really okay. Until now, this he feels well, and he has no issue of throat, because I give him regularly this flavor of ginger. And then later, I came up with the garlic and the chili, and then the moringa and sesame. But while I was mixing all these flavors, I would think of something that could help a wellness, a wellness, a health wellness product that could help people, while eating the honey, not just enjoying the honey, but something healthy. So when I made the chili, because this chili is not the ordinary chili, is the long type, that long type. So I started with that, and I said, this chili, I will read, I will research, and then I will read a lot about each product that I'm going to mix, and I will get all the time the meaning, the healthy meaning about the flavor that I'm about to mix. So the chili here helps people who have issue with nerves. So with the honey, it's an added value. The moringa, you all know how moringa is very important in our body. And the ginger is so good for our organs, especially for those who are asthmatic, allergic, and all those things. So the ginger cleans that stuff, especially for people who smoke or whatever. Whenever they are taking it, it's like a disintoxication. Yeah, for the body, the organs. And then the garlic is also good for blood cleaning, like for people who have this blood pressure, and yeah.
So
I'm not stopping here.
sure.
I'm continuing, because I believe this is what we need in Africa, not only in Africa, in the world. But people need to know, people need to believe in our organic stuff, and people need to support it. They need to support the organic, and those who are not supporting, they should not spoil.
Yeah. Okay. So for now, what is the business profitability you have for now by starting this?
Yeah, of course you profit, because I'm selling the honey, and this is the reason why I'm investing a lot in my bee farm. it's really a lot of money, but I'm not rushing because this is not only the business behind it, the profit behind it. It's also something passionate. You know, I'm doing it with love, and I'm doing it with first with the idea behind of assisting these women. So my wish is to gain more, not for myself, but for more help, more assistance and support to these women. So I would say that I haven't seen any big profits because I'm still investing. So there's no really profit as such. Anything I sell, I invest and I help, I support. So I'm trying to build now the sustainability of the business.
So when did you start this business, and then how how you see this business in 5 years?
I did not study nutrition. I got the talent. I guess it's the talent of cooking that maybe took me to that flavoring stuff, and the arts behind it. You can see my store, how it looks. There's my touch of an artist.
Exactly the year you started.
2017.
2017. So how in 5 years, how we see this in 5 years?
Yeah, the next projection is to make this big. Encourage everybody, especially women, to have these beehives, so that at least the whole country will be able to to everybody that can, whether it's 3 hives, whether it's what. This is what I will encourage our Rwandan people, especially women, because this is something good and it's a good business.
So what is the challenge did you face?
Thank you so much. The big challenge I'm facing is the packaging. Yeah, as you can see, you see the way I'm packaging it. These are recycled jars, breakable jars, not any plastic, because you know, as you know, the plastic is banned in Rwanda, and it's not even good for the quality of the honey. So it spoils somehow the taste and all this. So I'm recycling these mayonnaise jars for now, because I don't have those means to import the repackaging for this thing. And another challenge is the quantity of the honey, because we don't have many people producing in Rwanda the honey. So this is why I'm saying we need to encourage everyone in Rwanda to to have that bee farm, or to keep the bees and preserve it, because this is something that is needed not only in Rwanda or in Africa, in the whole world. And people who know the history, they know that bees are completely disappearing. So this is something, it's a nature that we need to protect and preserve, which will also help economically for the country and for Africa.
So for closing the interview, I need you to give some advice to young entrepreneurs, especially to the young women in this business, especially in another business. What is the advice you can give them?
The only advice I always give to young ladies is to focus first. Focus. Whatever you do, whatever you love, just focus on it. If you lose focus, then you will never do it, whether you are 18 years or whether you are 50 years. We have seen this in our life experience. Whoever who doesn't focus does not really achieve whatsoever.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for having you in our interview. It was our pleasure, and thank you for sharing your